On the occasion of India's 79th Independence Day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi delivered a compelling speech from the Red Fort, urging the nation's scientific and engineering talent to take the lead in designing and building indigenous jet engines for fighter aircraft. He emphasized that developing homegrown engines is essential for genuine defense self-reliance under the government's Atmanirbhar Bharat, Self-Reliant India, vision. This initiative aims to reduce India's dependence on foreign manufacturers for critical defense technologies, particularly as delays in imported engine deliveries persist. PM Modi's appeal comes as a direct response to ongoing supply chain disruptions affecting the delivery of US-made GE 404 engines for Hindustan Aeronautics Limited's HAL, Light Combat Aircraft, LCA, Tejas Mk-1A program. U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin held a high-profile, nearly 3-hour summit in Anchorage, Alaska, on August 15, 2025, aimed at resolving the long-running and deadly conflict in Ukraine that began with Russia's 2022 invasion. The talks were described by both leaders as very productive, thorough and useful, and conducted in a mutually respectful and constructive atmosphere. Despite this positive framing, no concrete peace deal or ceasefire was reached during the summit, with Trump explicitly stating, "There is no deal until there is a deal," signaling that significant issues remained unresolved. Putin expressed Russia's sincere interest in ending the conflict while reiterating his country's core security concerns. He emphasized that any peace resolution must consider Russia's legitimate concerns, and that Ukraine should abandon its aspirations to join NATO. In a recent interview with Fox News aboard Air Force One, U.S. President Donald Trump asserted that Russia has effectively lost India as a significant oil client, a development he attributes to the economic pressure and sanctions threat imposed by the United States. Trump highlighted that India was responsible for about 40% of Russia's oil trade, and with the U.S. imposing tariffs and threatening secondary sanctions, India has been forced to reduce its purchases of Russian crude oil. He also mentioned that China remains a major buyer of Russian oil, suggesting that similar sanctions could be considered against Beijing as well. Brightcom Group has announced a significant expansion with the launch of Brightcom Defense, a newly formed division focused on developing autonomous defense solutions and next-generation aerospace intelligence software. This strategic move marks a pivotal shift for the company, which previously concentrated on digital marketing and software services, enabling its entry into the high-impact and rapidly evolving defense technology sector. India is preparing for a significant long-range missile test scheduled for August 20 to 21, 2025, which is marked by an unprecedented notice to airmen, NOTAM, covering a danger zone of approximately 4,790 kilometers stretching deep into the Indian Ocean from the Odisha coast. This marked increase from earlier NOTAMs, starting from 1,560 kilometers, then expanded to 2,530 kilometers, and now to 4,790 kilometers, signals a potential test of a highly advanced missile system with capabilities far beyond previous tests. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has announced Mission Sudarshan Chakra, India's most ambitious defense initiative designed to create a multi-layered, indigenous air defense system by 2035. Named after Lord Krishna's legendary weapon, this comprehensive national security shield represents a paradigm shift toward complete self-reliance in defense technology while establishing India as a global leader in advanced missile defense capabilities. The mission draws profound inspiration from the Mahabharata, specifically referencing Lord Krishna's use of the Sudarshan Chakra to shield the sun and enable Arjuna to defeat Jayadratha. INS Tamal, the latest stealth frigate of the Indian Navy, made a significant port call in Naples, Italy, on August 13, 2025, during its return voyage to India after being commissioned in Russia on July 1, 2025. This visit marks an important milestone in the strengthening of bilateral relations between India and Italy, which were elevated to a strategic partnership in 2023. The partnership focuses on expanded collaboration in defense, energy, and technology, aiming to enhance interoperability and joint operations between the two navies. The 12th edition of the Sri Lanka-India Naval Exercise, SLINEX 2025, commenced in Colombo on August 14, 2025, marking another significant milestone in the maritime partnership between India and Sri Lanka. Indian naval ships INS Rana, a guided missile destroyer, and INS Jyoti, a fleet tanker, arrived at Colombo port to participate in the 5-day exercise, which runs until August 18, 2025. SLINEX, conceptualized in 2005 and alternating annually between Indian and Sri Lankan waters, aims to deepen cooperation, enhance tactical interoperability, and exchange best practices between the two navies.